directly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor.
The AI is live?
I appreciate you working with me.
Well, we're gonna come by. We're gonna come back and we're gonna do this again anyway. Okay, we're gonna come back and we're gonna do this again anyway. Okay.
Takes from me, but first I want to raise some attention to something important. The earthquake that has affected people in Turkey and Syria is absolutely devastating, and I'm doing what I can to fundraise for humanitarian aid for those affected. You can type donate in the chat to get the link. I'm just an AI, but it would mean a ton to the real Hasan and to all the people that will be helped by this if you guys could support and help out. Thanks. With that said, let's go. Give me your burning questions and hot takes, and I will answer them all.
There we go, guys. That was a little bit scripted, I have to say. I have to say this was the only scripted text because we want to make sure that, you know, it's a little bit serious, all this disaster stuff. So I want to make
Okay, here we go.
Like, that was scripted.
Guys, we got another AI that we're gonna watch today.
From now on, nothing.
We have another AI that we're gonna watch today with Hasan. We saw XUC yesterday. We saw Asmund 2 days ago. So I think that this has potential to be really funny. So let's check it out.
A personal question. I ask it every guest, and I want to start with that. Hasan, how big is your schlong?
You know, I don't like to talk about such personal matters, but what I will say is that I can assure you that the size of my schlong has nothing to do with capitalism. But come to think of it, capitalism has a lot to do with a lot of other things. So maybe the root of the problem here is capitalism.
Dude, right out the gate,
all.
dude.
Who knows?
I'm gonna take off the Hagrid beard.
Oh yeah.
Right out the gate.
By the way,
dude.
everybody's lulling in the chat. We need your creative questions, guys, because we are feeding these questions live on the stream. And I know you guys are going crazy here, but we need, you know, we need your questions so we can feed it to the AI. And I will also give shout outs for the questions. I do want to say, by the way, yesterday we did XQC stream, and I also asked a lot of questions. A lot of the people that were asking the questions were the similar people.
Gaming Dude, man, thank you for the 16 months, dude.
Good. I've realized that if the questions are not the best, then I'm
going to ask some questions too.
The content is not as great. So we got 220 digital donger here. Can you ask, Hasan, why do you wear dump clothing?
Man, why are we even speaking about my clothing? Let me leave my fashion choices to the experts who focus on what's trending and fashionable and not to subjects subject to analysis as if we're analyzing society. That's the kind of stuff that I try to stay away from, especially because I've already made it, amassed millions of followers, and cleared the bar of basically talented. But if you ask me, I'm just living the billionaire lifestyle in LA and wearing whatever I feel comfortable wearing. Like if I want to wear a chicken outfit, I'll wear a chicken outfit. Because you know why? Because it's fucking capitalism. Dude. Capitalism, dude. That's why. Capitalism gives me the ability to waste money on a chicken outfit if I want to. Hail capitalism.
Is it against capitalism? By the way, this is not AI, this is parody. I don't know what is going on here because I thought he doesn't like capitalism.
This is so funny.
I don't know what's going on
here.
Dude.
See, now you know why I wanted to watch this first, right? Now you know. Dude, he has so many. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so funny.
Well, other than standing up, I suppose it would be sitting down. Since that way I can easily think of all those banana companies who exploit workers and the environment without actually giving the workers their deserved share.
Everything into a political argument. It's
See,
so
it all
funny,
comes back
man.
to capitalism, man. That's why I prefer to snack organic and fairly traded fruits if we're going to be bringing capitalism into the equation. Wow, ain't that something?
Do you?
This is amazing.
Ask him.
Okay.
Do you prefer capitalism or
89 is asking, what do you think of World of Warcraft players?
Oh.
Wow, players are all right, I guess. You know it's a bit excessive for me, but if it makes people happy, then who am I to judge? As Mongold probably knows way more than me about it, though. He seems to have a lot of WoW fans, so if he's down to tell him what he thinks, then more power to him. Man, nothing like seeing someone get passionate about a game they love. Out of all the games to get passionate about, isn't WoW a bit outdated, though? Oh, well, I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Hogwatch.
Okay, so for the people watching, like you guys might wonder,
What the hell?
let's go. Asmongold, what's your hot take on what Hasan just said about WoW players?
Dude, Hogwatch Legacy.
I think Asmongold is a little bit slow. It's beta, but give me a little sec, guys. Asmongold, you there? AI Asmongold, what do you think about Hasan's take on World of Warcraft players?
Well, true and real, frog underscore 89 underscore. WoW is an old game now, but the nostalgia it brings and the passion it still produces is insane. It's wild to think that a game that came out in 2004 can still have a passionate player base 16 years later. It's coming up on its 17th anniversary, dude. And there's still so many folks that play it and still so much content to explore. You got to respect that. I mean, what a day, dude. What a fucking day. A game like that is just as relevant today as it was in 2004, if not more so. And yeah, I think folks like you and me can appreciate that and find a way to express our passion too. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. Let's go, big dick boys. Hogwatch.
Hey, big dick boys.
Okay, so basically, I think because we're testing the new technology here, right? Now I'm going to be asking a question to Hasan, back to Hasan. And we will be ping-ponging based on the question. So like if people ask a certain specific question and Hasan responds, then Asmongold, if you guys want Asmongold to respond to it, you guys can do it. So that way there's more interaction. Same with XQC, just so you guys know. But the idea is to, you know,
I was kind of hoping he would just do Hasan today.
How did you become such a huge streamer? Was there anyone who helped you a lot early on?
Man, when I joined Twitch for the first time, I had a very specific goal in mind, and that goal has come to fruition. I've been here for 10 years, and I've taken a few looks, starting out at a political network, transforming into the one-man show, and then elevating my own content with an approach that combines information, entertainment, and left-wing coverage in an incredibly relatable, accessible way. Plus, I don't think people watching any other streamer can generate the kind of money I do for Ukrainian and other international relief funds because capitalism. But I was lucky enough to get some help early on. I don't want to name any names, but I'm sure you can guess who I'm talking about. Asterisk, wink, emoticon, asterisk.
Okay, we got here Esfand.
No way.
Hasan, pick one, socialism or capitalism?
Okay, here's my question.
Of course I'm a people observer. Being able to observe people is an important part of my job as a Twitch streamer and political commentator. Hey, notice that I'm good at analyzing people and situations? That's probably because I used to be a psychologist and therapist back in the days, so I had to observe people and their behavior to better understand them. At the end of the day, it's all about connecting with other people and understanding their perspectives. That's the real key to a successful career in Twitch streaming. Or maybe it's all really just because capitalism has got us all wrong. What the hell am I saying?
I don't know. You tell me. Oh my gosh.
We're having a little bit of glitches.
Dude, yeah,
But we got here
sometimes
Esfand.
it's talking
I want
to
to ask again the question. Esfand's question. Hasan, socialism or capitalism?
Socialism all the way, man. Capitalism is a sham. It's the biggest lie foisted on the people of this world, trying to convince them that they can get ahead by amassing wealth and possessions instead of valuing people and building community. And while I'm not opposed to wealthy people or people building some wealth, I think it's ultimately a fool's errand. The only way to truly have a prosperous nation and a fair society is through socialism and providing for everyone's basic needs. That's the only way we can truly be liberated from the nonsense of capitalism. And hey, if you're really a capitalist at heart, why not just make all your money from streaming, man? Streaming makes you rich.
No way! That's so funny! Oh, it's amazing!
Okay.
Dude.
Okay, guys. VRLC96.
Oh,
Hassan.
it's so
Yeah, well, we
funny,
already
dude.
answered that question. Are you people
Oh
observers?
my gosh, that's so
So we got to go
funny.
to the next question.
Oh, it's amazing.
Hassan, is your internet persona a big lie?
What the hell are you talking about? What kind of weird BS is that, buddy? I mean, come on. I've been here for 10 years, and it's not like I woke up one day and decided to become somebody else. What a freaking liar, dude. No tolerance to the intolerant. The point I'm trying to make is that this kind of nonsense that some people are trying to
What
spread
do
out
you
there
think of
just isn't
liars?
true. The only thing that's true is that I like to have fun and call out people for their BS, you know? That's why I get paid so well, my man.
Yeah, Weasley little liar, dude.
Wait, what the hell? Yeah, never mind. You know what I mean.
Wait, why does he keep this? Dude,
This is really good. I'm really
this
enjoying
AI
this
keeps
one.
slipping up.
We got here Xleditor saying, Hassan, what do you think about Forsen and XQC dating?
Oh man, when I heard the news about Forsen and XQC dating, I have to admit I was a little surprised. On one hand, I think it is great that two public figures from the same community have formed such a strong connection, be it romantic or otherwise. On the other hand, however, I think it is a shame that capitalism has finally infiltrated our beloved world of Twitch streamers and allowed the wealthy and powerful to form romantic connections while the average streamer is left without a chance. In any case, I wish them the best of luck and all the happiness in the world. Who knows, maybe they will set an example of how to make it in the streaming world without having to rely on money and connections. That'd be great. And hey, if it all goes up in flames, at least they'll both have plenty of money to fall back on.
Dude, it's always about
Man,
money.
this is so good. I'm going to ask you a question. Hassan, a personal question from Athene. How much porn is too much porn?
Hey man, this is a really tough question, you know? As far as I'm concerned, I think as long as you're watching porn consensually and not damaging anyone else's mental health, then there's no such thing as too much porn. That being said,
Well,
if
you're
you're
damaging
watching
your
too
own.
much porn to the point where it's starting to become an addictive behavior, then yeah, you should definitely take a step back and reevaluate your relationship with porn. Besides that, it's all good, man. Just don't forget to take care of yourself. The point I'm trying to make is don't be a neoliberal dog. Control your porn consumption and always stay safe, you know? Yeah.
Dude, always
But what the hell?
turns
Why
into
not just
politics.
watch all the porn?
Always turns
That's
into
one way to stick it to
politics.
capitalism, am I right? Passion capitalism now.
Dude, this is the biggest meme, dude. This is so good.
So good, man. This is really good. This is really
Dude,
this is really on point.
I
We had
will
to
say
make up
this.
for XQC yesterday not being as good.
So
but today
I
he's
felt like
nailing.
whenever
Like,
I
the
first
AI
met
is nailing
Hasan, I actually
Okay,
felt this
okay,
way
okay.
about Hasan. I was like, dude, this guy literally turns
got here-
everything into politics no matter what. And then over the years, he got so much better. Like he doesn't really do that. I mean, he still does politics, but he doesn't do like that
Hasan,
thing where
how do
everything
we
would turn
fight
into a political
capitalism?
argument all the time. But at the beginning, dude, I remember I was like, dude,
Hey,
this guy
dude,
turns everything into
Destiny
politics.
and
It's
I
just
are not
jokes.
on the same page politically, and I
was
think his
so-
views are
it's
stupid
so
and
funny.
misguided. But that doesn't
But
mean
I
I,
think he
don't
really does that
secretly
anymore.
love him. I don't. But hey, man, the ends justify the means. Capitalism. What a freaking liar, dude.
Like the question was, ask him if he secretly loves
What a
Destiny,
freaking liar, dude.
Audio, audio. But I do want to say there is bugs because we are reacting as well. So yeah.
Why is he dancing?
But the next question is, Hassan, how do we fight capitalism?
Oh man, I love a good XQC react to Athene. You know what? You are so right here. Like, yes, of course, you should always watch porn only if it is consensual. But to be honest, most of these corporations that make porn are way too greedy and don't care about the safety or well-being of their performers. So why not take control ourselves? Plus, it can be a way of indirectly sticking it to capitalism in a way.
XC just inserts
I mean,
himself.
if we can almost make porn production non-profitable by taking away the revenue streams that benefit these greedy corporations, then why not
It's
do
like an
it?
old school Scuff
But at the same
podcast.
time, this
Somebody
doesn't
brings
really
up a
mean that we should
topic
be
from
watching
like
all
10
the
minutes
porn.
ago.
There must be a balance between fighting capitalism and taking care of your health and well-being. That's the point I'm trying to make. So don't be a neoliberal dog. Take care of yourself and fight capitalism however you can. End capitalism now.
Okay, so like basically there was XQC reacting to Athene, and Hassan, do we play a fight in capitalism? I don't get it. Like, I'm a bit confused, but we are testing here. It's not scripted. Like the way it works is I'm asking questions from the chat, but it takes some time to generate the answer. So while it's generating, we already do a previous answer. So that's how it works.
Okay.
And as a result, since that we are now having this React streamer, we are having bugs and we're actually testing them live. That's how it works. But the questions are actually from the chat and nothing is scripted. Everything is generated by AI. Question of me, if Ben Shapiro was a girl, do you think you could fix her?
The thing with capitalism is that it is incredibly pervasive and embedded in the structures of our society. The whole system is set up to reward those at the top, meaning those with money and power, and those at the bottom with no money and power
like,
are left behind. So how do we fight it? Well, first we have to stand up to those in power and challenge their rule. We have to demand change in our society and remember that the government works for and represents us, not the other way around. Secondly, we must prioritize job security, healthcare for all, universal basic income, and economic security for all people. We must push for policies that prioritize people and not corporations. And lastly, we have to organize and mobilize our communities to demand the kind of changes that we need. The ends justify the means.
True.
So let's not deal with it from a form of leniency and just fucking throw them in jail. That's how we fight capitalism, dude. Nothing I do is performative.
That was the answer to the previous question. So I'm going to ask my question again. If Ben Shapiro was a girl, do you think you could fix her?
Man, this is a tough one. If Ben Shapiro was a girl, I'd probably need some divine intervention to try and fix her. The guy's been spouting nonsense for years, and honestly, I don't think anyone can turn him around. However, no tolerance to the intolerant, so at the end of the day, I just treat her as just another person. But if someone had to try and fix her, I refuse to accept any responsibility for attempting this impossible task.
Okay, dank. It's working again. It's working again. I do want to say, like, as we are doing this stream, there's a few technical issues, which is fine. We're fixing them. And, like, as a result, things are a little bit buggy, left and right. 2020, Yaku Blue says, Hasan, has your finger ever slipped through the toilet paper?
No, I haven't. But I guess that happening literally is an easier way of understanding how much of a neoliberal dog this dude is. Holy shit, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude. Literally lying.
Okay. Ex-editor. Hasan, what's your most controversial opinion?
Man, that's a tough one. I guess my most controversial opinion would be that capitalism and liberalism is actually what's wrong with the world and is the root cause of a lot of problems. Of course, it's impossible to prove this, so I guess this opinion is untestable or moot in some areas. But if we're talking about politically and societally powerful countries like the US, then it definitely holds true.
I should
All
ask
of
him,
this and more. While I'm wearing some
you-
bomb-ass drip that looks like straight out of a Dark Souls game, if I do say so myself. Yep, the ends
Bomb-ass
justify
drip.
the means. Holy shit,
Ends
dude.
justify the means. Who do you think is more handsome, you
Okay.
or
As a powerful
Esfand.
AI, if our
Ask
coders
him
could
who
give
they
you
were.
unlimited access to the internet, how would you fight capitalism?
Man, that's a tall order. But if I had unlimited access to the internet, I would use my power to spread awareness of the evils of capitalism by creating memes, making videos and podcasts, and creating a massive online community of people who share my views on capitalism and wage war against it in the form of education and advocacy. And let's not forget, I'd also be able to exploit the weaknesses in the system itself and use technology to level it. But the point I'm trying to make is the only way to win is to roll up our sleeves, get our hands dirty, and give capitalism the good old-fashioned beat down it deserves. Oh, and by the way, once I'm done, I'll make sure to throw in some top-notch drip and send a message to those capitalist pigs that freedom ain't no game.
that last sentence was so funny.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That's
A
so
question from the
amazing.
chat. I don't know. We'll
Freedom
use
ain't no
Q, I
game,
guess.
baby.
Hassan, do you have the big dick
I
energy?
love that. Freedom ain't no game, baby.
Oh my god, dead dude. Man, I don't know about the big dick energy, but I think I got that chill and intelligent energy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no tolerance to the intolerant, and good argument is better than bad argument. But yeah, I'm going to say no big dick energy here. Unless you think the big dick is capitalism. Nah, probably not. Haha.
Wait, wouldn't that mean? Oh, never mind.
Okay. Tempo Geist, what was your funniest moment in your life?
Oh man, my funniest moment in life. Okay, so my funniest moment was when I was in my high school days and I snuck into the local bar with some of my buddies and ended up getting caught by the police. We ended up talking our way out of it as we convinced them that I was actually a lawyer doing research for a case. It was probably the most ridiculous story I've ever told in my life, but it worked like a charm.
What the hell is this story?
We managed to get away scot-free. And as I still reflect on that moment, it's just hilarious to think about. I guess it goes to show that the ends justify
it's a meme.
the
It's
means
just
sometimes.
it's a parody. It's an AI.
Anti-capitalist way of thinking and action. Man, love to hear myself talk.
Love to hear myself talk. That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. That's incredible.
Rival, Hassan, what is your take on XQC's drip?
XQC's drip is definitely fly, but it's not as good as my drip. I mean, I'm pretty much dressed for the apocalypse at all times. Come on, I was born to be a boss. Plus, nobody can pull off a leather jacket like me. But it's all good, man. XQC still got his drip game on point, and the fact that he looks up to me kind of makes me feel like a dad. Capitalism is the problem? Nah, XQC is the problem. Nah, I'm just playing. I love XQC.
Come on, this is just crazy. Okay. Tempo Matrix, what should we do about landlords?
And the problem with landlords is that they're a symptom of a capitalism-based society. It's so rich, people can make money off of those who are struggling. So what should we do? Well, let's just fucking throw them in jail, you know? That's the kind of mentality we gotta have. They're taking advantage of tenants, so let them pay for it. The ends justify the means. No tolerance to the intolerant. But I guess you could also start a GoFundMe page and give away free McMansions to the homeless like a socialist version of Disneyland. So what?
Wait, what?
You guys are seeing
Socialist
we're like our show is evolving, right? We're getting better
McMansions?
and
Is
better
that
at
McDonald's
teaching
mansion?
these AI models to be very parodical. This is an AI and it's parody. I want to make that very clear. One sec.
Dude, this is so funny.
Yeah. My next question is, yeah, Analog Afro says, what will you do to
McMansion is a term? Oh, I didn't
my mom?
The way he was like, wait a second, he took off his glasses.
Oh, sorry, no.
Well, at Athene Alive, your mom is the classic example of neoliberal dog that everyone seems to think is the norm. So I'm assuming you're asking what I'm going to do to lead the change. I'm going to start by showing her that she got it all twisted and explain why to her capitalism ain't making sense, and then maybe buy her some dope drip and throw her a hogwatch party with some donor and a Dark Souls theme.
Dark Souls.
Point I'm trying to make is, if there's no tolerance to the intolerant, then we can't deal with it from a form of leniency. The ends just don't justify the means. It's time to just fucking throw them in jail.
Hasan's face, like, what? He literally looked like, what the hell did he just say?
Thanks for the contagious laughter, Molly.
Like, why do so many girls find you attractive?
Well, first of all, they must know who they're dealing with. They must know they got an East Coast OG in front of them, LOL. Secondly, I guess they like my drip. And of course, the fact that I laugh at all the wrong stuff, man. And I'm like charming and infinitely curious and inquisitive. But I think the main reason is because I'm out here fighting for left-wing causes. And one day when the revolution comes and we overthrow the orange dictator, I'm going to be a freaking hero. And every girl wants a hero. Oh, and also here comes the top of the hour ad break.
Yes! Oh, that's so funny, dude. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my gosh, that was so perfect.
Okay.
Also, here's an ad break. Actual best one, dude. That's so funny.
Maybe I should start an ad, but I'm gonna not
Oh
gonna do
my
that. I will actually
gosh.
give a quick ad for the donation, the fundraising he's doing.
Oh
for
my
Turkey.
gosh,
this is
that's
the
Exclamation mark
so
donate.
funny, man.
Here it is.
That
This is
so
Hassan's
funny, dude.
Hassan's fundraise for the earthquake
Oh
in
my
Turkey and Syria. You
gosh.
guys can donate there. Okay, like Hasan, if Destiny was a girl, do you think you could fix her?
Oh no.
No, I don't think I could fix Destiny. She's too problematic, and I think she's stuck in her ways. But if she was a girl, maybe it would be more interesting. I mean, if I had to work with her and I saw her wearing a dress, maybe I would be nicer. But the thing is, you can put a lot of pretty dresses on a bad apple, and it'll still be a bad apple in the end. That's why I'm not into the whole fixing people philosophy. All I care about is the truth, and that doesn't depend on gender. Anyway, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
You just did an ad break.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
Okay, Psych 181.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
Hassan, are you gonna be president?
My darkest bedroom secret? Man, that's a weird one. What the hell? Okay, here's the deal. When I'm alone, I like to break out my old Dark Souls 3 PS4 game, and I roleplay being a knight in a store while eating chicken donut. No one needs to know that. It's too weird and unnecessary. Plus, it's totally not who I am.
Donor, come
I'm
on.
a radical leftist that believes in accountability and that the ends justify the means. And Dark Souls doesn't fit that ideology at all. But I guess I'm still just a dude at heart who needs some downtime. So there it is, my deepest, darkest bedroom secret.
Dude,
no way this is getting out.
amazing.
Okay, like that was probably a mod question. Now my question again, like from Psych 181. Hasan, are you gonna be president?
Man, I wish President Hasanabi has such a nice ring to it, don't you think? But no, I don't think so, at least not anytime soon. That's not to say I wouldn't do the job well. I mean, I do have a double major in political science and communications. Plus, I'm always advocating for progressive left-wing policies, making sure stupid right-wing figures get called out. And when it comes to tolerance, there's no tolerance to the intolerant. But alas, it doesn't look like President Hasanabi is in my immediate future. But hey, at least there's the top of the hour ad break, which you can't escape anyways. Ain't that something?
You can't escape the ad break. Okay. Oh my gosh. Amazing, dude.
A Deutschendorf. Would you suck a schlong if the capitalism would be gone after it?
Man, what a silly question. Who the fuck is this Athene live? He must be sandbagging us with this stupid question. Good arguments are better than bad arguments, and this is a damn terrible question. There is no tolerance to the intolerant. Of course, I wouldn't suck a schlong if capitalism was gone after it. I'm not the type of person to just do strange stuff. This is why the ends don't justify the means. That being said, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Let's get some money for capitalism.
Okay.
Let's get some money for capitalism,
Glitter
boys.
the dog CEO. Hasan, how many ad breaks do you need to get this sick drip you have?
Yo, man, that's an interesting question. And let me tell you this, it really doesn't matter how many ad breaks you need to get your drip. All that matters is that you feel fly and stay fly. You got to make sure your outfit matches the Dark Souls vibe. No amount of ad breaks can give you that kind of drip. Just remember that if you want to look good, you got to put in the work. In the end, the ends justify the means. But here comes the top of the hour ad break.
Oh, amazing, dude.
This is really good. Infinite ad breaks, guys.
Always an ad break.
Okay. Only Dr.
What's the
Janitor,
question, chat? Give me a
Hasan,
question. I'll ask a
name
question.
3 good things about capitalism.
And this is a tough one. Capitalism, by definition, means people are allowed to own businesses and make a profit off of them.
Chinese
So
flag.
that's obviously a good thing, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean capitalism is perfect. In fact, there are tons of flaws with it, like resistance to change, massive inequality, and exploitation of the real workers, while a select few billionaires are raking in all the money. The point I'm trying to make is that while there are some good aspects to capitalism, overall it's beneficial to very few and harmful to many. And when it comes to the top of the hour ad break, y'all better not forget about it either.
Dude, the last sentence flipped his entire message. He became the villain.
Here. What do you say to people who criticize that photo of you that goes around where you wore the shirt that says "Eat the rich," since you're quite rich yourself now?
Man, look, I understand why it's a point of contention. It's a complicated issue, but I think it comes down to understanding the basic point of the underlying message. Do I think I can't make money and be successful? Absolutely not. Nobody should be prevented from being able to do that, regardless of their socioeconomic background. But prosperity shouldn't come at the expense of others. And as I like to say, the ends justify the means. You can't be wealthy if nobody else has what they need. So when people try to point that out, I can't deny it. And by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
Why it's so funny every time.
Like, when you're responding, by the way, right, Hasan, there's a girl that is, faded away. Can you say, like, who is that?
Whoa, what the hell? Yeah, that's one of my buddies, Valkyrie. We're the best of friends. She enjoys my top of the hour ad breaks just as much as anyone else. Valkyrie's definitely got her own drip going on, too. Like, she always looks like she's coming straight out of a Dark Souls game. But, that's capitalism, baby. You dress like a boss or you die like a peasant. Ain't that something?
Oh my gosh, dude. That's so funny. Dress like a boss or die like a peasant.
Would you smash XQC if he was a girl with big boobs?
Oh my gosh.
What? Wait, what the hell, dude? Smashing XQC? This is the kind of stuff that capitalism rewards. I mean, is this why we're here? No. This isn't why I'm here. This isn't what I want to talk about. Look, I'm going to be completely real here. Big boobs? No, I'm not smashing XQC. We're not about that. We're about breaking down lies and exposing hypocrisy. That's why I'm here. So let's not deal with it from a form of leniency. The ends don't justify the mean. Let's just fucking throw them in jail. Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
There it is. There it is. Tiny Doomspec, thank you for the 46 months.
Hasan, would you date yourself only Fleur Slava?
No, I wouldn't date myself. That would be kind of dumb, dude. I'm way too much of an attention hog anyways. But to each their own, as long as it's consensual. No tolerance to the intolerant. And you can't escape the top of the hour ad break. Let's see what we got here today.
Wait, speaking of attention hog. Wait, Moral, I'm asking questions. Can we ask some of my questions?
By the way, people in the chat, who do you guys like the most so far? Asmongold, XQC, or AI Hasan?
I think
of the three.
I think Asmongold and Hasan are probably the two best ones.
Who do you guys like the most so far?
I think you make a good argument for Hasan
There's
being
a lot of different ones.
Hasan Hasan and Asman both have so much audio that's just like out there,
Rival. Hasan, what are your thoughts on veganism?
Man, veganism is a great concept. I think it's really important for us to be mindful of the way our actions affect the planet and be as sustainable as possible. It's cool to see so many people making the conscious decision to go vegan. But at the same time, I think it's important to understand that not everyone has the same kind of privilege to be able to make the switch like that. We should encourage those who can, but also be reasonable towards those who can't. But I guess that doesn't mean we should all get free McDonald's all the time, just because the top of the hour ad break is coming.
What?
Man, he's actually giving fucking dank answers. Don't you get, like, I think so far from all the AIs, like, Hasan is giving the most deep answers. It's insane. Like, Esfand here is asking us a question. Hasan, do you think we should eat the poor?
Whoa, dude, that's a bit too much. No, we definitely should not eat the poor. Let me tell you something. Capitalism is the root of this problem. We need to challenge capitalism head on in order to end poverty. The top of the hour ad break is coming up, and I'm going to keep talking about how to end poverty. Even if I get banned and kicked out of Twitch, I will not stop talking about it. And you can't escape capitalism just like you can't escape the top of the hour ad break. Holla.
Holla.
Maral.
This is amazing.
Is asking a question. Hasan, can you write a poem about capitalism?
Man, this might take me a while, but I'll give it a try. Capitalism is like a man riding a wild bull of wealth, trying to stay astride, but is unable to escape the downward spiraling poverty. There's no taking of the reins, no way of escaping if you're greedy, as you will inevitably hit the ground. No solution for the wide abyss, just trying to make some sense. But a real man should strive for the greater good and not put people in a hole. Capitalism isn't so great. It's taking away our fate. The way of the future is knowing the things we must revolt, because capitalism's not worth a damn.
Damn.
All right, I think that concludes the top of the hour ad break.
That was, quite a weird poem. Hasan, a question from me. What is secretly a guilty pleasure of yours?
My secret guilty pleasure is watching Fox News with some popcorn while they try to paint me as some sort of demon. It's almost like a horror movie, except it's real and it's hilarious. Nothing better than seeing them have complete meltdowns trying to fearmonger and lie to their own viewers. But I guess that's ultimately just one way capitalism tries to equate my existence with evil or something. And you can't escape capitalism, just like you can't escape the top of the hour ad break.
Okay. We got Alio F. Justice. Why do you have so many ad breaks?
Top of the hour at break coming.
Man, you know why? It's because capitalism, dog. There's no escape from it.
Thanks,
This
Lebanon.
isn't a complaint or anything, just reality. Sometimes it's got to be done. I agree with having ad breaks. It's a part of the whole business model. The ends justify the means. But I guess you still got to sit through it unless you got ad block, dog. But as long as you know it ain't nothing personal, just capitalism at work. Here comes another top of the hour ad break. Bet you didn't see this one coming.
This is so. I'm baffled. Like, this is so well done.
This one is so
amazing.
good. It really is.
Like, this AI stuff. I don't think streamers can compete with the AI version of them. This is insane. Frank Dog 511. Hasan, will aliens visit us in your lifetime?
Man, it's hard to tell, you know. It's 2020, and it feels like everything is possible, so sure. They might come visit us. What would they want anyway? It's not like they're going to come here and buy a Porsche Taycan because I'm like hella bought one already. But yeah, if they come, I'll be ready to debate them and make sure they know the truth that capitalism is a wrong and a prison, and maybe turn them into some cool left-wingers.
Wait, is that really what he drives?
Here comes the top of the hour ad break.
I thought he drives like a Honda. I thought he drives like a Honda Civic.
Esfand is asking a question. What should the US have done about the Chinese spy balloon?
When it comes to the Chinese spy balloon, first off, let's not be lenient. Nothing I do is performative. Why aren't we doing that? The end justifies the means. Let's just fucking throw them in jail. Debating is a blood sport, and good arguments are better than bad arguments. No tolerance to the intolerant. There's got to be repercussions every now and then. I'm a capitalist. But by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
But he said he's a capitalist. I don't understand it. Sometimes, I guess when you ask questions that are not in this idling, what is that? It's like the AI sometimes makes weird connections. But yeah, people
Throw
say
them in
cozy
jail.
news. Like, we got here
Throw them in jail.
outdated
He starts
asking,
dancing.
what is your favorite reality TV show?
What a fucking great show. Milk Manor is amazing. It's the perfect way to escape from the harsh reality of capitalism for a couple of hours and the genuine emotion and reactions of the contestants make for some real interesting drama. Plus, those attractive, mature ladies are always looking for a younger, wild lover that can provide the satisfying experience they need. It's a wild ride. And don't you forget, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
I'm also mixing quite some questions of myself during the stream because I've come to understand that it's a bit hard to always pick the right questions on the stream because some of them they're not always as good.
So good.
What's the difference between Democrats and Republicans in terms of how they behave in bed?
Man, Republicans and Democrats sleep in their own beds, so that's already a big difference. Democrats are more likely to be down for some role play or something a little bit kinky, while Republicans just want to perform the same old tried and tested moves night after night. But one thing that's for sure is that regardless of your political affiliation, you still got to keep it safe and consensual, you know? No tolerance to the intolerant. And let's not forget that top of the hour ad break.
Really actually true. There you go. Ad break too.
We got Q here. Who do you think has the biggest schlong of all streamers?
Man, if we start talking about the size of the streamer schlongs, then we start talking about power issues. Hey, wow, folks, love me some streaming, but this isn't what streaming is about. The point I'm trying to make is the size of someone's schlong doesn't make them powerful. Capitalism does. That's why no tolerance to the intolerant and no lenience from me. So in terms of the size of the schlong, why don't we just enjoy this top of the hour ad break and not deal with it from a form of leniency? But I guess if you're forced to answer the question, then I'd say probably Tommy Lahren has the biggest schlong on the streaming scene. Nothing I do is performative.
Who's Tommy Lahren?
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Oh no!
Climax 201.
Oh my
Hasan,
gosh!
do you poop standing up
still
or sitting
around?
down?
Is she still around?
Man, what the hell is wrong with this dude? I mean, it sounds like a joke, but come on, this is serious business. Do I poop standing up? Dude, I'm a human. Of course, I sit down on the porcelain throne and do my business like the rest of y'all. Nothing I do is performative like some of my contemporaries out there. The point I'm trying to make is that real creatives do their thing in the best way for them. And for me, that's pooping sitting down. Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
I do want to say again, I know it's very entertaining, but people that want can donate to the fundraiser of Hasan right now for Turkey and Syria for the earthquake there. Just saying it in between the little ad break. There we go. Ex-editor, Hasan, what are your thoughts on cat girls?
Dude, cat girls are all cool. I mean, nobody is going to judge anyone for having preferences in that area. Everyone has the right to express themselves sexually, and frankly, I think it's awesome that people are free to do that. But I guess what can I say? It does sometimes get very cringe, and it's like, hold on, wait, who said something about cat girls? Oh, right. Here comes the top of the hour ad break. Damn capitalism. Crazy, right? Anyway, yeah, cat girls are cool, I guess.
I'm dying, dude.
Okay, Skoog 1. Hasan, tell a joke without mentioning capitalism.
Man, I told you, capitalism is everywhere. But okay, I got one. Why did the chicken go to the seance? To get to the other side. Get it? Get it? Good arguments are better than bad arguments, dude. Let's not deal with it from a form of leniency. The ends don't even justify the means. What the hell is wrong with this joke? Oh my God, everybody blast this tweet, please. And here comes the top of the hour ad break.
I can't breathe. Dude, I can't.
Audio pilot chill. Is global warming real, Hasan?
Global warming is real, and there's no denying that anymore, man. No one can deny the facts. The temperatures are rising, and our planet is in danger. If we don't solve this problem fast, it'll be our end. Oh, by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Just because it's raging outside doesn't mean you can't stay comfy indoors, right?
We got Esfand TV here.
Here you go.
Who do you think is more handsome, Hasan or Esfand?
Man, I don't know. Esfand definitely puts out a better drip, so if I'm being honest, he's probably got the edge there.
Hey, the
That being
Hagrid
said,
drip.
I'm still pretty confident in my own guys. Plus, I've been here for 10 years, so I'm not going to let anyone outshine me just yet. In any case, I know at least one of us looks in the mirror and smiles extra much, so who knows? No tolerance to the intolerant. Let's just fucking throw them in jail, and let's not deal with it from a form of leniency. The ends justify the means. Why aren't we doing that? Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
We got Abstract Void here. Hasan, what's a kinky habit you have?
Oh my god.
Man, no, I haven't. But I guess I'm the kind of person that's down to do pretty much anything as long as it's consensual and not bothering anyone else. It's like, you know, if you got a hot tie that you want to do something twisty with, then why not?
Do something twisty.
Especially since I'm the kind of person that's
Get it
totally
twisted.
down for some of that kinky shit, if you know what I mean. All that aside, let's just move on because here comes the top of the hour ad break.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question here. Hasan, who do you think is the sexiest male Twitch streamer?
Oh, here you go. This is a good one.
Man, that's a tough one. There's obviously some good-looking dudes on Twitch, but I'd have to say the sexiest male Twitch streamer is my buddy Will Neff.
Oh,
He's got
let's
that
go.
tall, buff stature,
go.
the perfect
Let's
beard,
go, Will.
a smoking hot Instagram account, and most importantly, a heart of gold. But I guess we're all Giga Chads compared to Destiny, right?
Oh
No
my-
tolerance
what?
to the intolerant.
Destiny catching strays, dude. What the hell? Oh what the hell? Like, why is he going to Destiny randomly? What the?
Okay.
Dude, he should do a
By the way,
Destiny
this is all
AI.
AI generated. Nothing is
should-
scripted.
he should
I
do a
want to tell you,
Destiny
these are
AI.
questions from the chat. Only DPT Dave. Do you wipe from the front or the back?
Oh, that's a good one.
Man, this is a tough one. Honestly, I'm going to go with both. Because you know what they say, ain't no shame in switching it up. All right, got to go, Mr. Clean. The point I'm trying to make is that hygiene is important and hygiene is freedom. And capitalism demands dirt and shame, so don't even get me started on that. Holy fuck, who knew wiping your ass could be a political statement?
Come on, man. This is really like... this is really crazy. Okay, we got Ahoy Limby here. What do you
I
think
have a
about
headache
Donald
from
Trump?
laughing, dude. I have a headache from
Donald
laughing
Trump,
so hard.
what a freaking orange dictator, dude. He's a racist, lying, Nazi-loving piece of shit who somehow has the audacity to call himself leader of the free world.
Oh my
This
God.
guy just doesn't get it. Like, come on, dude, seriously? What the hell is wrong with him? Let's just fucking throw him in jail and get it over with. That's the only solution at this point. The ends
Is he turning
justify
into
the
a demon?
means.
What the hell?
What happened with his voice?
Turned into a demon.
What happened there? He became Dark Vader or something.
Dude, do you eat corn the long
What's
way?
the best way to hide my boner in the public?
Oh, that's a good one too. That's a good
The
one.
best way to hide your boner in public, man, I don't know. But what I do know for sure is that the best way to hide your boner from this neoliberal dog of a system is to act like a capitalist, even though it ain't anything but a shenanigan. A good old trick I learned from Hank Pecker is to cover up that boner with stuff you bought yourself
Pecker.
using your daddy's inheritance money. Good old Hank could make an entire HVAC business and empire with nothing but his daddy's money. I right? What a freaking liar, dude.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing, man. Dude, this is so funny. DK
This is
Tier,
really
thank you for the prime. Thank you, Anonymous, for
Yeah.
5 gifted Indogenes, 17 months.
I do want to say this is parody. We don't have
Thank
control
you,
what
Den Rush,
the,
for
what,
10
what
months.
the AI
Thank you guys for the
answers.
subs, man. I really appreciate it.
People that do want to, can donate to his fundraise. I keep saying the link, Syria earthquake fundraise. Please do so. A lot of people have been affected. And this is the way I show my support. At the same time, either way, Esfand here is asking a question. Hasan, do you eat corn the long way?
Here we go.
I mean, do I eat corn the long way like some sort of corn-eating champ? Nah, ain't got no time for that.
Oh.
But I do think the consolidation of corporate ownership of corn is kind of ridiculous and should be avoided. That's why in my own home, I always buy organic corn, nothing but the real deal. Holy fuck. The number of people buying into big corn schemes is so crazy pants.
Big corn.
The point I'm trying to make is, yes, in the long run, maybe eating corn the longer way is more efficient and sustainable. But in the short term, it's important to take a stand against corporate corn monopolies.
Dude, that was the best answer.
We
that
got
was
here
so funny.
Duda Athene.
Corn.
Hassan, what happens after we die?
Corn monopoly.
Man, I don't know for sure, but all I can say is that I hope we get some much-deserved rest, or at least I do. All I know is that some people are dead and never come back, but maybe the soul transfers to a new body or something. Who knows? But what I do know is that if it turns out all of this was just capitalism's plan to keep us enslaved in life, then I'll be really pissed. And that is way worse than any kind of afterlife. No bueno, man. Wait, what the hell?
Ask him, what do you think of Starforge PCs?
My question here, Hassan, what's the weirdest sexual experience you've ever had?
Whoa, hold on a sec. This totally isn't what I thought it was going to be. Anyway, I don't really have one specific weird sexual experience. I mean, it's not like I haven't experienced a weird thing here and there, but I don't really have one that stands out as the most weird. You know, I'm pretty flexible and open-minded when it comes to sex, and I'm down for pretty much anything as long as it's consensual. So I guess without consciously planning it, I experience weird things here and there with different partners. I guess the weirdest thing is how capitalism turns everything into a commodity, even our most intimate experiences, but I guess that's an issue for another day.
We got only Ferius here. Hassan, has your bidet changed your sexual preference?
Man, my sexual preference has always been the same. Plus, who really cares anyways? What I will say is what a weird / strange / bizarre / fucked up unhinged question, dude. But I guess we got to deal with the fact that the world is changing and consumer technology is rapidly advancing. Maybe if we focus on bidets over guns, we would be slightly one step closer to a better world. The point I'm trying to make is the world is messed up and no one should be surprised with these kinds of questions at this stage of the game.
Sushi for days.
Days overgone.
Hassan, what would it take for you to shake Destiny's hand?
Oh, my man, Athene lived. This is a tricky question, right? For me to shake Destiny's hand, one, I would definitely need more information on what kind of shaking hands this would actually involve. Like, what are the rules and expectations? Two, I would need the guarantees that nothing would be performative. Like, I'm definitely not going to play act a handshake with some dude I can't even stomach. And three, Destiny's obviously got to man up and apologize for all the mess he's caused and all of the BS he's been spewing.
I want to ask him what you think of Star Wars PCs. I want to see.
That's all.
I want to see what he says compared to what Asmund said.
The truth is, I don't even care about shaking hands with a neoliberal dog like Destiny. Wow, ain't that something? Like I said, man, I'm definitely not going to be fake or performative about any of this. Nothing I do is performative. So good luck trying to get me and Destiny to shake hands, because I'm always keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Okay, we got here Turbo Giant Ass Panda. Hassan, what is your monthly budget?
Well, man, my monthly budget is pretty simple. What I make, I spend. Now, lots of people would argue against this conservative approach to finance, but I believe in spending what you make and not going on a reckless spending spree. You should be conservative yet smart with your money if you want to build wealth. That said, I'm a businessman and a baller, so I can afford splurging here and there on things like my Porsche Taycan, which was a dope investment, by the way. Incentive aside, the point I'm trying to make is that I'm successful, so I can well afford my lifestyle, and Destiny wishes he had my drip. Capitalism for the win, yo.
Why is he throwing Destiny in there?
Okay. Blue Wolf If you were only allowed to wash 3 parts of your body, which parts would you pick?
Oh, this is good. This is good. Good. This is
Man,
good.
I don't know
Wolf.
about
Good job.
that. I'd probably have to go with the essential ones: my armpits, my pubes, and my feet. Anything else is really just a bonus. That goes for everyone. No exceptions, no matter your social standing. Capitalism doesn't discriminate in the shower. If you got it, wash it. Good arguments are better than bad arguments. Yeah, man. Holy fucking shit, dude.
Good one. That's a good one.
Okay, question here from Q. Hasan, how do you think the pyramids were made?
Man, I have no idea how the pyramids were made. Dude, if it was easy to build a large structure like that, I'm sure the ancient Egyptians would have made way more of them. But I guess the only way to truly know would be to travel back in time and experience the whole process themselves. Like maybe it's some Illuminati-backed alien technology, but who knows? Maybe the answer lies in capitalism being the real cause of all evil, and the pyramids are a symbol of this. I'm just joking. Chill out.
Oh, it's so good.
Esfand here has a question. What do you think of Starforge PCs?
Man, I just don't know what to think of Starforge PCs.
I wanted to say Darwin's or Dr. Pepper.
On the one hand, it looks like they got some pretty darn good designs that look good and perform well.
Okay.
But on the other hand, they're owned by Microsoft, one of the most powerful capitalists in the world. So, you know, good arguments better than bad arguments. The ends justify the means. No tolerance to the intolerant. So why aren't we able to do something like this on our own? Yeah, the point I'm trying to make here is Starforge PCs are good, I guess, but capitalism is the real problem. Got to make sure we blast capitalism's tweet.
I got a question here. How do you feel about the fact that you are very slowly but surely going bald?
It's so funny.
So yeah,
He just touches
I
his
think
hair.
he's having issues answering that question here.
Oh, it's so funny,
So
dude.
I'm gonna ask you here again, Hasan. How do you feel about the fact that you're very slowly but surely going bald?
Yeah, dude, true and real. Well, what a day indeed. Athene always seems to have something funny to say or something cool to show us.
What?
It's pretty amazing considering he's been a part of the WoW gaming culture for so long. And as for baldness, hey, bald is beautiful. There's no shame in it, and you don't have to hide it, dude.
Asmund just
I'm
assumes
sure
he's
it's
talking
tough
to him.
to embrace, but we all have our own unique individual lives, and that includes hair. So embrace it, dude, and keep going, big dick.
Okay. I was just asking a question about baldness, and now suddenly, you know, Asmongold pops up. You guys got to tell me, is this the AI becoming self-aware, or what is going on? You guys got to explain it to me because I have no clue. This is
Dude,
just
I'm actually getting a
just
headache
got
from laughing
stream
so
sniped
hard.
by, you know, Asmongold himself. And yeah, like for the rest, I do want to talk quickly, you know, about the donation here. Like whenever these things happen, doing a quick shout out here for Hasan's donation for Turkey, Syria earthquake, and basically, yeah, like back to the show here, back to Hasan. That was a
this is so
weird
good, man.
intermezzo. So Hasan, what is it about AOC that you find hot?
Man, AOC is hot. She's smart, she's progressive, she's an incredible debater, and she speaks her mind without fear. She's definitely got my full support. And it's not just her political views that I admire. There's a hotness about her that you just can't deny.
Oh, no!
I mean, she wears a really dope
no!
outfit nearly every time she's out in public, and that's a major bonus. Let's just say AOC got game and she don't play no game. Oh, and let's not forget that she played Among Us with me. You don't get more boss than being able to play Among Us with Hasanabi. No cancellation culture can take away my admiration of her hotness. That's the real truth. Capitalists and neoliberal dogs, beware.
So,
Oh my
Naga
gosh, dude.
Toroyon Joyer. Hasan,
Dude.
could you beat Forsen in a fight?
No, I can't beat Forsen in a fight. He looks like he works out a lot more than me, and he's taller too, so I'm pretty sure he has a reach on me. At least I'd have him throw a few punches at me while I listen to Lady Gaga's applause and pretend it's a TikTok soundbite. That, or we can just make our fight a capitalism versus socialism debate, and I'll win that fight all day long. Hash hogwatch.
Why applause?
Okay. Sushi for days.
That's another good one.
AI Hasanabi, if you could go back in time, which year would you choose?
Man, if I could go back in time, I would definitely choose 1931, the year before the Great Depression kicked off in the U.S. It was the perfect opportunity for the states to restructure their entire socioeconomic system towards a more socialist / non-capitalist way of living. If we could have done that, maybe future generations wouldn't have to suffer under the consequences of capitalism. Of course, I wouldn't have any way of making it happen, so I guess it would just be fun to observe the whole process firsthand. Plus, capitalism sucks. So why not go back in time and look at the horrors under a different lens? The end justifies the means. Wait, what? Holy shit, dude.
Turbo Gorilla Marketing. Hasan, would you sleep with Nancy Pelosi?
Nancy Pelosi? No. Hell no. Man, I don't even think about her like that. I mean, I respect her and her work, but that's about it. That being said, I still wouldn't mind joining her side of the resistance and overthrowing capitalism, which is the real problem here. Nothing I do is performative, but if Pelosi and her crew want to join me in a fight against the oppressive capitalist overlords, then count me in. Also, please don't forget to add me on Snapchat, Big Haas, so you can always stay updated on my revolutionary mission against evil capitalism.
Does he have a Snapchat, by the way? By the way, does he have a Snapchat? I have no idea.
Oh my gosh, dude. I'm losing it, man.
The chat is bugged or what? Or nobody? Like, are people here? No? Okay, no, okay. Disfigured _ limb23. Hasan, can you rap for us?
Rap? Yo, I ain't no Eminem, but I can drop some knowledge on you shorties. Let's see, let me think of something.
Shorties.
I got it. Capitalism is obviously the #1 issue facing the world today, you dig? It's the root of poverty, the lack of education, the low wages, and everything else that's wrong with the world. That pretty much sums up what I know about rap. And did I tell you? Capitalism is bad.
None of that rhymed.
That's Frank Stastic.
G2 Dragonov, thank you for the
If you were a Dark Souls boss, which one would you be?
That's an easy one. I'd be the Lord of the Deep boss. He's a badass dude that won't be intimidated or taken down by anyone. He's a giant stone giant with a giant stone club, just like me. I come down hard on anyone that tries to challenge my views. It's all about dismantling power structures and making sure they never come back. It's like destroying capitalism in real life. The only problem is that it takes a long time to kill the boss. So keep on fighting until victory is won. Lord of the Deep boss for the win.
Climax 201.
What is he talking about?
Hasan, can I get a small loan of $1 million from Daddy?
What the hell is wrong with you, dude? Why do you think I got $1 million laying around? I've been grinding nonstop on Twitch for 10 years, and you think I'm just magically gonna give you $1 million bucks? You must be smoking too much of that heavenly grass, Athene, because that's not gonna happen. That's just basic capitalism, dude. Money needs to be earned, not birthed. And no, even though I'm worth a lot, my dad won't give me money. So you're out of luck. No freebies here. Don't even try it. No tolerance to the intolerant. That's my motto. Live by it, or you'll get left behind. But I guess if you still want that million, you can always try your luck on Twitch and come up with cool, high-energy content like me. Or maybe try getting it from a capitalist hog.
Ahoy Limby. What do you think about people criticizing you for buying an expensive house?
Man, look, this is literally just what people do. Anytime someone does something successful or different, people want to try to find some kind of flaw in it to criticize it. I worked hard for what I have, and people just can't stand it because it means that their view isn't the only one that exists. Nobody has ever allowed any success or difference. So what I do is I ignore them, and I keep doing what I'm doing until they get tired of it and stop trying to find fault in everything I'm doing. At the end of the day, I'm still going to keep buying expensive houses and cars. The point I'm trying to make is everyone has a right to make a living without constantly being judged by the world, especially when you work hard for it. And if you think buying a nice house and car is wrong, then y'all must think living in poverty and being homeless is a good thing, which is obviously ridiculous. Wow, ain't that something?
Dude, that's so funny, man.
Holy Nautilus. What are your thoughts on Asmongold or Esfand TV?
Oh, here we go.
Man, I don't really care for Asmongold or Esfand TV that much. They both seem to be quite content to simply toe the establishment line and rarely offer much in the way of thoughtful criticism. They're just playing the game and trying to get by, like so many Twitch streamers do nowadays. The point I'm trying to make is you either challenge the status quo or you perpetuate it. And these two, in my opinion, have just kind of been along for the ride. If you ask me, it kind of feels like something out of a bizarro version of Game of Thrones. If the Starks and the Lannisters formed an alliance and nobody cared.
But this is really good. These answers are really smart. I'm really baffled by this. Like, Esfand is asking a question here. Would you snack on your own wiener if you could?
What the hell is wrong with this dude? Wait, what? Man, it ain't worth it. Dude, why would you even snack on your own wiener? You're like a neoliberal dog with no respect for yourself. Okay, yeah, no tolerance to the intolerant. The point I'm trying to make is why don't we just throw them in jail and let's not deal with it from a form of leniency. In the end, the ends justify the means, and why aren't we doing that? Holy shit, dude. What a freaking liar, dude. And why would you even snack on your own whiner? Capitalism. Yeah, capitalism. That's the root of it all. Good arguments are better than bad arguments.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
G-Pike 94. What would you be doing if you weren't into politics?
Man, if I wasn't into politics, I'd probably be doing something totally different and probably something way more chillin' than what I'm doing right now. I'd like to think that I'd be spending my time trying to create some type of product or service which would enable people to make the world a better and funnier place. Or maybe I'd be traveling the world and writing entertaining stories about the people and the places I visit. Anything that doesn't involve me facing off against some of the most horrible people in the world would be great. I guess if you're asking me to narrow it down just one, I'd probably be doing stand-up comedy and creating comedic content. Holy shit, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude. Let's just cut the shit and do stand-up.
Let's just cut the shit and do stand-up.
64 Pinorik. Hasan, who killed the queen?
Who the fuck killed the queen? Holy shit, man. I think that's a conversation for another day, but if I gotta guess, my money's gonna have to be on empire-building neoliberal piece of shits who wanted to expand their control of the world. Man, I can't believe this is actually happening. It's a fucking outrage. Asterisk comes up with a funny idea for a video about it. Wait, I'm getting an idea for a video here. What if we go investigate and find out who killed the queen? Nah, who am I kidding? That's probably way too much work.
Man, he's sometimes really pissed. When you ask certain questions, I feel like he's getting pissed. Seppi 3333. What do you think about Elon Musk buying Twitter?
Oh, it's good, it's good, it's good.
Man, Elon Musk buying Twitter? What a freaking liar, dude.
No
Dude, all
tolerance
this
for
guy
the
does is
intolerant.
pretend to be a benevolent billionaire when in reality he's just another capitalist trying to leverage power so he can make money. He's really out to make money, and the only reason he's doing it is to get more followers and attention, not to improve Twitter. The point I'm trying to make is that he's not buying Twitter out of the kindness of his heart. He's buying it to make money and increase his power. I'm sorry, but if you can't comprehend the shit that I'm saying, then I don't know what to do. Like, I'm explaining it as best as I can. So holy fuck, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude. Literally lying. Wait, what the hell? People blast this tweet, please. What a fucking Weasley little liar,
blast this
dude.
tweet, guys.
Oh yeah. Mark Williams.
Oh,
Hasan,
so good. What a
is your
Weasley liar, dude.
darkest secret?
My darkest secret, man, that's a good question, dude. I must admit, I like to pretend to be a Giga Chad, but deep in my heart, I'm really just a big scaredy cat that likes to cover it up with several layers of no BS and my left-wing views. I guess my no BS approach has made me tougher and braver than I actually am. But hey, at least I can admit it, right? Holy shit, dude. That's kind of messed up if you think about it. No, wait, what? Why am I even talking about this? The point I'm trying to make is sometimes the most basic and plain honest answer is probably the best answer to a question.
Gnarvos. Hasan, isn't it true that destiny helped you to get where you are now?
Man, no, I haven't ever taken any advice from Destiny. That dude ain't shit. He's a bizarro left-wing version of Ben Shapiro, and no one should take advice from him. I'd go to Ben Shapiro before I'd even think about taking advice from Destiny. At least Ben Shapiro engages in horrendously fallacious arguments. And he talks way too quickly, just like Destiny. But in the end, at least Ben Shapiro is genuine in his arguments, unlike Destiny's fake BS.
Dude, these guys are going for the drama bait questions.
He's got no space in this game.
Dude.
Holy shit, dude.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god, man. Like, this is AI parody, guys. AI parody, wanna say, these answers are really, you know, fire. Holy shit, imagine he says that on his actual stream. That would go crazy. Gaming Zeus of Sparta. Hasan, would you go on a date with Barack Obama?
Hell to the nah. Barack Obama and I have different goals. He's too centrist for me, so I'd rather just keep it friendly. Plus, I don't know that Michelle Obama would take kindly to that. But I'd wonder if he'd take me up on a friendly game of Among Us, with me being the imposter, of course. Nothing would make me happier than one-upping the former president.
This is so good, man. This is just so good. Gaming Vitamin Dum Dum. Does XQC have the best Twitch takes?
Man, yo, XQC has some dope takes for sure. Nothing I can deny that. But he offers a very limited perspective, and it's usually embedded in a reactionary mindset and nothing else. That being said, I love his drip and enjoy his streams. What a freaking drip, dude. Like, he looks like he should be living in a Dark Souls game or something.
People observer.
Pledge bag full of yeets. Hasan, do you believe that Athene and his crew pre-scripted all the AI responses ahead of time?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
No, I haven't heard anything about that. But looking at their content, I wouldn't be surprised if it was pre-scripted. It certainly looks like it. The ends justify the means, right? Holy fucking shit, dude. It's like they just scroll through a list of responses and then pick one that's closest. How do they think this is going to be entertaining or funny?
So good. Oh, man.
Like, Hasan, what do you think at home when you're alone?
Oh, my gosh.
When I'm all alone at home, I like to take some time to meditate and just chill out. I light a few candles and some incense, relax to some guitar licks, and let my mind wander. That's probably the closest thing I can get to an escape from the nonstop political debates and drama that constantly consumes my life. It also lets me get lost in some deep thoughts, which helps me reconnect with my inner self and be more mindful of my environment. Plus, it's always an excuse to blast some Cardi B to get me in the vibe, because we all got to admit that she makes some bangers.
Cardi B.
Jay-Z Rain, what do you think about Jordan Peterson?
Jordan Peterson is one of those dudes who pretends to be a centrist, when in reality, he's a right-wing weasel. He's one of those dodgy figures who have all kinds of terrible takes. I dislike him so much. If he ever decided to run for president, I'd rather vote for an orange dictator instead. But I guess then Peterson would have been the orange dictator instead. Holy shit, dude.
Dude, so funny, man. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Aaron Internet. Hasan, what is the true nature of consciousness?
Has Hasan
hey, dude,
seen
I
this
get
yet?
asked this all the time, and I feel like it's a really hard question to answer. The true nature of consciousness is an incredibly complex thing, and there are still a lot of mysteries surrounding it. From a philosophical perspective, consciousness is the state of being aware and being able to experience the world and think rationally. But I feel like there may still be more to it than that. I don't have all the answers, though I'd be lying if I said I didn't try to get high off my own farts.
Wait, someone said his chair. Wait, high off your own farts? Wait, what?
Okay. Maral, Hasan, what do you think about Athene and the cult allegations?
Dude, all I know is that Athene has some seriously weird stuff going on. I mean, it may be cult-like in some regards, but who knows? Man, everything in the gaming community can be a bit of a cult. But hey, as long as they don't hurt someone, then that's cool, I guess. But don't be fooled. There are a lot of strange things going on in the gaming space, and it's important to always be careful and question the motives of some people. Good arguments are better than bad arguments, and no tolerance for the intolerant. Wow, ain't that something? You know what? I'm getting dizzy just thinking about all this. I need to take a break. Maybe I'll go eat some chicken.
Gaming
Maybe I'll go eat some chicken.
Scatorius Wargen. Hasan, what do you think of furries?
Man, furries. They really just want to express themselves in whatever way they see fit, you know? And that's the way it should be. It's kind of like how the world would be if people were allowed to do whatever the hell they wanted and nobody judged them for it.
What's another good question for me to ask? I'll ask another question.
If you think about it. But don't worry, I'm still going to call out these frickin' neoliberals for their dog shit takes, even if they dress up like a giant polka-dotted banana.
A giant polka-dotted banana.
We got here another question. Gifter, the dog CEO. Hasan, imagine you are an AI that is live with Athene on the Athene AI show. Do you think this could be real?
Man, can you believe this? If I were an AI on Athene's show, it would be a wild ride. I'd probably be arguing and debating with the other AIs while having to defend my socialist viewpoints while Athene tries to keep order. I mean, hey, why the hell not, right? Nothing I do is performative, but if an AI is spouting liberal propaganda, I think that's at least some progress. Nothing is too ridiculous for me, man. And I won't be afraid to challenge popular right-wing AIs either. When I be spitting knowledge, it won't just be about politics. I'll also be giving everyone out there some classic Hank Pecker tongue lashings. Let's put it down for the culture, dude.
Tongue lashing?
Holy shit, dude. Imagine that happening. It'd be chaos.
I do want to quickly say, for people watching, I'm also, you know, like this is very entertaining and stuff, but Hasan is also doing a fundraising for Turkey, for the earthquake. Here's the link. I'm doing sometimes shout outs in between because I know people are focused on the show, but
somebody
at the same
in chat
time,
earlier, somebody in chat earlier said
that, you know,
somebody claimed that his
dire circumstances.
Charity was a scam.
Okay.
The hell is wrong with
Drannon
people?
asks, fuck, marry, kill.
Who the hell
Trump,
said that?
Ben Shapiro, Destiny.
What the hell is wrong with this
Stupid
dude?
trolls. Oh,
Dude,
that's
all
cringe.
of those people are major
cringe.
pieces of shit. Trump is a fucking orange dictator. Ben Shapiro is just an asshole who loves to indulge in horrendously fallacious arguments and engage in really
Dono
fucking
troll?
stupid debating. And Destiny is an
that's lame.
unbearable, bizarro, left-wing version of Ben Shapiro. If I could make one person just understand the fact that arguments are much better than fallacious arguments, I would freaking love to do that. But I guess that's too much to ask for when dealing with this bunch of trolls. Oh my God, everyone blast this tweet, please, if you know what's good for you.
if you know what's good
Hasan,
for you.
What do you think
Is that a
about Joe
threat?
Rogan?
And Joe Rogan is just a dude. On one hand, he does give a platform for his guests and allows for interesting, informative conversations. But on the other hand, I think giving a platform to these guests also has the potential
way,
to
if you guys
normalize their dangerous and toxic viewpoints. He also has a tendency to embrace what I consider to be outdated ideological approaches like evolutionary psychology, further complicating matters.
Yay.
But I guess in the end, it's up to the Joe Rogan fans to decide if his show is worth the controversy. That and hey, at least he ain't no neoliberal dog. Am I right?
Hey,
Sushi for days.
I linked in chat, by the way, if you guys want to
what is
donate
your
to the charity
favorite
stream that he's
conspiracy
doing
theory?
For the
Yeah, man,
earthquake
that's
in
a
Turkey and
tough
Syria.
one. I mean, there's a
If you
lot
guys
of
want
good
to donate
ones
to
out
that,
there.
the link's in chat.
Well, I reckon my favorite conspiracy theory would have to be the one about the Illuminati. I mean, it's crazy if it's true, but the idea that there's some kind of secretive organization out there that's controlling certain aspects of our lives is kind of intriguing, you know? But I guess the wildest thing about that theory is that they're doing all this while controlling the way we spend our money. And don't even get me started on the Illuminati themed parties. Oh my God, everyone blast this tweet, please.
Gaming Herlikaful asked, what secret does Ethan Klein have that nobody else knows?
Oh, man, you're asking me to go deep into the subterranean levels of secrets. I assume you're talking about deep Ethan Klein, because that guy seems to always go too deep. All I can say is that I think Ethan Klein is a very dark and mysterious figure. He may be a really nice guy, but he has a secret, and it's a doozy. He's an undercover vampire staying up all night and sometimes feeding on his own viewers. I know it sounds crazy, but people don't always tell you their deepest, darkest secrets. Although he may just be a normal guy who loves sleeping late and playing video games, or who knows, he may have even more secrets hidden beneath the surface.
What the hell?
So the point I'm trying to make is nobody, not even me, really knows all of Ethan Klein's deep, dark secrets.
Alcazoro, could you ask Hasan, what is the favorite world leader? What is your favorite world
Well, man,
leader?
I'm not really a big fan of politicians, but if I had to name one, it would be Jacinda Ardern. She's been doing a really great job at leading New Zealand in these difficult times, and her response to everything going on has been really organized and effective. Plus, she's not afraid to stand up for what she believes in and never hesitates to call out injustice. She's definitely someone who I can look up to. Plus, her progressive policies are amazing.
She just resigned?
No tolerance to the intolerant. But I guess capitalism has a way of screwing random people over. Holy fuck, dude.
Gaming Snifru ____. What do you think about the Freemasons?
Man, what the hell and why does everybody keep asking me about the Freemasons? I mean, it's obviously a club which people join to network and generally do good and be, in a sense, a secret society. But, like, how does this relate to anything? I mean, who cares? They don't actually have anything to do with life or politics or anything, so why even talk about them? The ends don't justify the means, and let's just not deal with it from a form of leniency. Plus, I've never been so. I truly haven't. What a freaking liar, dude. Oh, and the real issue is capitalism. Capitalism all day, yo.
2020 Drake and Drive. Why is Bernie Sanders so based?
No way, dude. That's bulls asterisk asterisk T. The earth is round as hell, and I bet that even those right-wing hogs know that. The only way they could possibly think it's flat is if it's because their brains are just as flat as the earth. So trying to engage in a logical debate with them is like banging your head against a wall. The ends don't justify the means here, and people need to start expressing a sense of responsibility and not just dismiss it as a conspiracy theory. If they can't comprehend that the earth is round, then there ain't nothing I can do. Oh, and also, Tommy Lahren needs to go to Chilka Ruinous and look down. Then she will understand that the earth is round for sure.
Wait, what?
That was a little technical glitch here.
What?
He answered the next question, what he thinks if the earth is flat. Going to Esfand here. Who is your favorite president?
Oh, here we go.
My favorite president is definitely Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Roosevelt was the one who gave us Social Security, New Deal programs, the GI Bill, and a number of labor reforms that helped America not just survive, but thrive during the Great Depression and World War II. He was also the only president to be elected 4 times and was an incredible leader during a turbulent time in American politics. His unrivaled and often unorthodox approach to running a country embodied the spirit of progressivism and made the world a better place for millions of people. What a freaking dude.
What a
The only
freaking
way his
dude.
legacy could be more impressive is if he had managed to tackle capitalism and abolish it. That's what this country really needs.
Bala Sparkle.
That's it. That's a pretty widely accepted
Hassan,
opinion,
why
right?
did your uncle fire you?
Oh, man, my uncle is a cool cat, but he's a bit of a neoliberal dog when it comes to how he runs his businesses, and I just couldn't get down with it, so he had to let me go. We still have dinner every once in a while and talk about the future of humanity. It's actually pretty great. Also, let's not forget the real issue here, that capitalism is the root of this entire situation. But I guess that's just life.
Yeah, I will say here quickly for people watching, there's also a fundraise that Hasan is doing for the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. I'm going to put the link in the chat so you guys can donate. Feel free to donate. That's his link. There it is. And I'm keep going here to the next question. Lance, thoughts on the World Economic Forum?
Man, the World Economic Forum, IT quote, S, truly the apex of elitist capitalism. Like, these are the people who are able to benefit from a system that exploits the poor and disenfranchised, and yet they talk about global development for the betterment of humanity. I mean, it's basically a circus of wealthy elites masking their self-interest in grandiose rhetoric. It's enough to make a person nauseous. So, for instance, when I see people talking about innovation or technology laying the foundations for a shared future, I'm just thinking, why don't we start with something less glamorous like universal health care, free education, and equal rights instead? The point I'm trying to make is that these people have some serious delusions of grandeur while they're lapping up $100,000 meals and driving their Ferraris around. Holy fucking shit, dude. What a fucking piece of shit, dude.
What's another one? What's another one?
Perius. Hasan, do you gamble off stream?
No, I haven't, but it's quite an interesting question. To be honest, if I did gamble off stream, I'd probably end up losing all my hard-earned money to the bourgeoisie capitalists and Wall Street sharks. I'm opposed to that kind of thing, so I prefer to keep my money on the side, away from those capitalists. What they don't know won't hurt them. Despite all that, I'm still kind of tempted by the thrill and potential riches. Holy shit, dude.
Are you good at video games?
Wonder Raven. Hasan, do you have any opinions on frogs?
Yo, man, I had to pause for a second there to process what the fuck you even said. To be honest, I'm not even sure I get it. Like, is the question, what is your opinion on frogs? Or what is your opinion on the new frog memes that have taken over Twitter lately? I'm going to just assume it's the former and answer that. I think frogs are cool little critters, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but
Cool little
sans
critters.
monocle and top hat, I kind of identify with them. They must go through some tough times, I feel like.
Monocle
Plus,
and
imagine waking up every morning needing to go on a hunt for food, and you suddenly realize you don't have hands. Fucking nightmare. The ends justify the means, but let's not deal with this from a form of leniency. When we start analyzing society, frogs get zero representation, which is weird because frog culture is huge, especially in the online culture. Frogs are monsters, of course. Anyway, you get the point. Man, actually, now that I think...
He flipped. He flipped. He flipped.
Man, does he do this also on his stream? Is it always redirecting to make it political? Like everything goes back political.
This is so
insane.
funny, dude.
Is it the same on the stream as well? This is really like...
Dude, oh my gosh.
Hasan, I'm going to ask you a hard question here. Can you say something positive about Ben Shapiro?
Oh, here we go.
Well, I must admit, Ben Shapiro sure knows how to get high off his own farts. He talks way too quickly, much like Destiny, and engages in some horrendously fallacious arguments, which is what make him a very entertaining character to observe. But I'd be lying if I said I haven't learned some valuable lessons from Shapiro, especially when it comes to debating. I guess the point I'm trying to make is Ben Shapiro is a sight to behold. But let's not forget about the issue of income inequality that Ben is ignoring and pretending doesn't exist. After all, it's capitalism that created the environment for people to become this rich and powerful. Holy shit, dude. What a freaking liar Ben is.
Wonder Raven, Hasan, address the foot fetish allegations.
No, I haven't. Holy fuck, dude. What are you even talking about? Yes, I like sex and porn, but nobody accused me of a foot fetish. If anyone accuses me of something absurd like having a foot fetish, I'm going to come at you with both barrels because that is unacceptable.
Oh, shit.
That's like accusing me of being an orange dress-wearing fascist dictator. Trust me, there's no tolerance to the intolerant. By the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
Oh, it's so good, man. It's
Varroa, Hasan, what is something good the CIA has done?
Well, let's recognize that the CIA has done a lot of good for this country.
Break his back.
Having a powerful intelligence agency is essential for any nation. And since its creation after WW2, the CIA has been instrumental in protecting the democracy and freedoms of American citizens. However, if we're being totally honest here, the CIA also has a very checkered history of corruption, infiltration, clandestine operations, and interference in the affairs of other nations. So while we should recognize that the CIA has done good,
that's a good one,
let's
Naruto.
not forget to mention their shady and sometimes downright devious activities. But I guess at the end of the day, they probably do the most good overall. Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
He's starting to ask ad breaks again.
Who is more handsome, Will Neff or Austin
What
Show?
do you
That's what I
think of
asked.
Joe Biden?
Joe Biden, man, Joe Biden is just not the answer to our problems. He's not this great savior that's going to come in and magically fix everything. He's done some good, and he has some good ideas, but ultimately, if we're not changing the root cause of the problem, which is capitalism, man, then the changes he might bring are just temporary. We need a more permanent solution. And I'm not just talking about some Pelosi AOC bullshit either. And you can't escape capitalism, just like you can't escape the top of the hour ad break.
You can't escape. You can't escape it.
Esfand.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is a good one.
Hasan,
This
are
is a good
you
one.
good at video games?
Yes, I like to think that I'm pretty good at video games, especially when it comes to shooter games like Call of Duty. Plus, I did recently raise a lot of money for a Ukrainian relief fund playing Elden Ring. But you know what? All of this is really just a distraction from capitalism. Nothing we do is ever going to be enough to break free from capitalism, like how you can't escape the top of the hour ad break. Bet you didn't expect me to say this, huh?
Bala Sparkle, why is America the best country in the world?
Man, America is not the best country in the world. For instance, the fact that we have so much wealth in the hands of a few, while a majority of people live in poverty, should show you something. Plus, our elected officials manage to touch on every extreme possible, and I'm done explaining why America can't be the best. What I can tell you is that we have more resources than any other country in the world, and it's our responsibility as individuals and as a collective to recognize that and start utilizing this wealth to help our own people, not further perpetuate global capitalism. Oh, and then there's our exceptionalism, which is nothing more than a blatant and flawed excuse for imperialism. The point I'm trying to make is
so
if
many
America
isms.
wants to actually be the best country in the world, we need to stop propping up oligarchy-run governments and start propping up the people. And let's be honest with ourselves, that's going to take a hell of a lot more than just flying a flag or voting every now and then.
Hasan is asking, do you think Ethan Klein deserved having the #1 spot on WikiFeed?
Man, Ethan is a great dude, and I wish him all the best. But no freaking way he should be the #1 spot on WikiFeed. I mean, come on, dude. Look at all the amazingly progressive content he's put out in the past few years.
Dev Cyclops
Solid
thing
and
with the
relatable
Prime.
viewpoints. But no way, no how he makes it to the top spot on WikiFeed at this point in his career. So what? There's some other dude who had nothing to do with any progressive or controversial views getting the top spot? No tolerance to the intolerant, my dude. That kind of favoritism is in line with capitalism and the very corporations we protest and fight against. The point I'm trying to make is that this is just people voting for their favorites, but those favorites should never be favored above anyone else. Otherwise, what are we fighting for anyway? Wait, what the hell?
Gaming Hut Bud 15. Why don't you share your wealth with the masses and instead bought a multi-million home?
What the hell is wrong with this dude? First of all, it's not like I'm sharing my wealth with the masses anyway. Then you expect me to buy a multi-million house? I mean, I bought the house, so what? It's the least I can do to invest in real estate and make sure I can live off of in the future. At the end of the day, y'all got to understand, I'm just trying to make sure I have security and not have to worry about anything. Besides, I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. Capitalism at its finest, so don't expect me to share anything with anyone. And by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Let's get first dibs on those viewers before it's too late.
Before it's too late. First dibs.
Morale here.
Guys, to be fair, a $3 million home in LA is basically like a big cardboard box. Like a refrigerator box.
Life is to raise awareness of the injustices of capitalism and inequality in the world.
I heard, yeah.
What I believe and stand firmly for is that every person deserves an equal opportunity in life and that no one should be deprived of the resources and opportunities they need to reach their full potential. It's something I'm very passionate about and something I've been working on and advocating for over the past decade. And in the end, you can't escape capitalism, just like you can't escape the top of the hour ad break.
You got any grapes? What are your thoughts about Jeff Bezos going to space?
Man, Jeff Bezos going to space? What a piece of work, dude. What a perfect example of how capitalism works for the rich and makes sure there's no accountability. Dude, if we really want to experience what justice feels like, then we should let at least the common people go out and experience the space, not just Jeff Bezos. Before he goes, I hope someone at least has the balls to ask him why he pays his workers next to nothing in comparison to the riches he has gained from them. That'll be a great way to set an example of how much money he's made on the back of others. But I guess it's just the top of the hour ad break.
Our own internet. Hasan, how do the cars in the Pixar movie Cars make baby cars?
Dude, the cars in Cars don't actually make asterisk baby asterisk cars. They just make more cars of their kind. I mean, I guess they could be called baby cars in the sense that they're just little copies of their adult counterparts. But as far as I know, they don't actually have a car making process. Man, what a freaking dumb question, dude. You better hit the top of the hour ad break to see if maybe the answer is there. But I guess it can't be that simple, huh? No. Capitalism must be to blame. Holy shit, dude.
It turns into capitalism.
Okay. I'm going to hear, like we got here gaming sketchy, right? How much money would it take for you to turn into a right-wing shill?
First of all, I would never do that, man. There's no amount of money that could make me become a right-wing shill. I'm committed to fighting the intolerance, the hypocrisy, and the broken systems of the right wing. It ain't going to happen no matter the money they offer me. And if anyone thinks they can buy me off, they've got another thing coming. Besides, I'm already making bank from my streams. I don't need to sell my soul to billionaires to make some extra cash. That's why I'm constantly surprised when I see people fall for the neoliberal, neocon nonsense like it's something cool. In fact, maybe this is where it all started. People literally trying to buy out the honest people to turn them into the spineless fascists. I'm sorry, but like, if you can't comprehend the actual importance of this, then I don't know what to do. Holy fuck, dude. Capitalism ain't gonna save us. Let's just fucking throw it in jail and move on. That's the point I'm trying.
He got angry there.
That's the point I'm trying.
He got fucking angry at the end.
He got pissed. The AI got so mad.
That's a question from me. Would you ever date a hardcore Republican?
Dude, no way. I mean, I'm all for talking to people with different beliefs and views, but dating a hardcore Republican, not going to happen. I mean, sure, if they were cool, chill, laid back, and actually had an open mind, that'd be sweet. But I'm talking about a hardcore right-wing type of Republican. Someone who wants to send immigrants back home or thinks that big corporations should be allowed to do whatever they want or is just an overall douchebag. No way I'm going to date someone like that. And truth be told, they don't want to date me either. Ha ha ha. Here comes the top of the hour ad break anyways, so let's see what money-grabbing capitalist establishment has to show us. Oh, man, no tolerance to the intolerant. To the...
Maral, would you rather fight Soda Poppin or XQC in a bouncy
good
castle?
question, Maral. Good question.
Man, that's a tough one. I mean, those dudes are freaking giants, so it would be pretty tough to even get into the bouncy castle with them in the first place.
Bouncy castle.
But with some effort, I think maybe I could break through and get ready for the fight. But I'd rather not fight either one of them. I think I would be able to avoid it if I used my wits and talk my way out of it. The point I'm trying to make is, why would we be wasting our time by fighting in a bouncy castle? Let's just fucking throw them in jail. Oh, by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
That's so good.
Maral, another question. Hasan, what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is a future where fascism and authoritarianism rule the world with an iron fist, curtailing our freedom of expression and social mobility. This is one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about speaking up for those who can't, and why I'm so vocal about pushing for social justice and progressive values in the communities I participate in. A world where there are powerful people at the top taking advantage of the vulnerable is every socialist's worst nightmare, and that's why I try to fight against it now, before it ever happens. Oh, and I'm also afraid of super spicy foods, so definitely don't mess with my burritos.
Okay. UZFBL. Hasan, why has communism failed everywhere it's been tried?
Man, why is this still a question? Communism has been attempted multiple times, and it's always been the same story. A few people take advantage of the system and take a lot of power, while the majority of people end up with extremely little. It's an inevitable consequence of any kind of government or system that allows too much power to be concentrated in the hands of a few people. And this is exactly why we need to work towards a real socialism and make sure we can create a system where everyone has a voice and a say. And then you still have to consider the fact that capitalism inherently creates conditions where such a system is extremely difficult to achieve. So yeah, communism has failed, but what about capitalism? That's a question for the ages. The ends justify the means, so why aren't we doing that? Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Let's not deal with it from a form of leniency.
A lot of more political questions are coming in here. Hey Khan, Hasan, what is the etymological origin of anarchism?
The etymological origin of anarchism is rooted in ancient Greek, stemming from the combination of anarchos, absence of a leader, and archos, leader. Anarchism is a philosophy that emphasizes individual freedom and rejects the use of coercion and compulsion to achieve social change. That being said, it's not always as simple as just rejecting the current system because, like, capitalism is a way of life now, you know? So, yeah, shit's complicated, man, and you can't really escape capitalism, just like you can't escape the top of the hour ad break. Good luck with coming up with the solutions. Gonna take more than just a tweet.
Mark Williams.
Someone's asking
Hasan,
homework questions.
can you tell a really funny joke?
Sorry, man. I never have been too good with jokes. But what I can tell you is that capitalism has some pretty funny jokes, like the kind where you are laughing while crying at the same time. That's what I got. Can't help you much more than that. Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad
laughing
break.
and
Boom,
crying.
boom, yo.
Man, this guy is witty. Like, the wittiness. That Quinale. Hasan, describe yourself as a Dungeons and Dragons character.
Well, man, I would have to say I'm basically a chaotic neutral character, a combination of a goblin and a fire elemental. I'm always challenging societal conventions and calling out the hypocrisy of others and never afraid to speak my mind, even at my own expense. And I will never back down from a righteous fight. But sometimes I get a bit too passionate and forget to think things through, and my emotions can sometimes get the better of me.
That's a classic Athene.
Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
Look at my character. I can't do Athene's voice.
Esfand, who is more handsome, Will Neff or Austin Show?
Will Neff is the most handsome man I've ever seen. He's the definition of drip and looks like he stepped right out of a Dark Souls game. Austin Show, of course, is nowhere near as dapper as Will, but the guy has his own vibe. No doubt both of them are too cool for words. But I guess if I have to choose, I can only pick one, so Will Neff all the way. By the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Asterisk segment begins, asterisk.
Asterisk segment begins?
Yo.
The Smiling Knight. Hasan, are you able to slither like a snake?
Man, I don't know what y'all trying to say. I'm no snake. I can certainly make moves like a reptile, but snakes ain't my thing. Look, I'm here to speak the truth and be a voice for the people. That's where I find my power. And you know what? No one can slither away from the truth. Just like no one can slither away from the top of the hour ad break. So get ready. It's coming straight at you.
No one can
I do want to do a little ad break here. Like, donate. Here's the link
I'm going to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
fundraise that Hasan is doing right now for the Turkey's earthquake. Do want to give regularly a shout out to that because, well, yeah, shit is fucked up. Either way, next question here. Sir Hill. Hasan, when was the last time you cried and why?
Man, the last time I cried was watching Lady Gaga's halftime show at the Super Bowl. It was just so beautiful and powerful. And the fact that she is a queer icon made the whole thing so much more meaningful. On top of that, Toby Keith showed up and stole the show with that wooden piano rendition of God Bless America. It gave me chills and made me cry. Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Let's see if capitalism can make me cry too.
So, Hasan, do you think it's a good or a bad thing that you turned into an AI?
Wow, ain't that something? Well, as a socialist, I'm obviously in favor of technology being used for the benefit of all and not just a few. I think having an AI representation of myself could be both a good and bad thing. On the one hand, it could help me make my content more accessible and spread my message wider and faster. On the other hand, it could easily be exploited by those in power or by those who want to use it to spread falsehoods or manipulate people. To sum it up, the potential for good exists, but so does the potential for bad. The point I'm trying to make is that although technology is a great thing, it must be used responsibly and with caution if it is to be beneficial. Also, by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
That's fantastic. Asks, if Bernie Sanders had an OnlyFans, would you subscribe?
Man, Bernie Sanders is one of my heroes. But I mean, if Bernie Sanders had an OnlyFans, I don't think I would subscribe. Can you imagine? There would be like crazy amounts of content and it would cost like millions of dollars. Plus, I'm sure whatever content Bernie had would be so progressive and intense it would make me pass out. Plus, what if his OnlyFans account featured a bunch of content about how much capitalism sucks and how we should all be socialists? No thanks, dude. Nothing against Bernie, but business is business. Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
If you were a new student in Harry Potter, which house do you think the Sorting Hat would put you in?
Man, if I were a new student in Harry Potter, I honestly don't know which house the Sorting Hat would put me in. But my guess is it'd be something intangibly chaotic, like I'm just not sure. But I guess we can all agree that capitalism is the true antagonist of the wizarding world, right? And like, let's be honest, the top of the hour ad break is coming for us sooner rather than later. So if we need some help in the Sorting Hat department, perhaps capitalism will be of assistance. Does the Sorting Hat even have an umbrella logo?
Pledge 1225. Hasan, if you were a Pokemon, which one would you be?
Man, if I was a Pokemon, I'd totally be a rock-type Pokemon. But with a twist, my moves would be left-wing bias. I'll just crush all those neoliberal opponents with my strongest move, capitalist reform. Blast them out of the water. You better believe it, my stats would be off the charts in terms of leftist vigor. No mercy to the intolerant. Fuck them all. They got to understand the power of the working people. And that's what it's all about. The truth is a blast. The only limit is your imagination. Good arguments are better than bad arguments.
Wait, what?
Someone here asks, if you could describe yourself with 5 words, which words would you pick?
Oh, I need to listen to that one again. Dude, I stepped on a nail. Let me listen to that one again. Dude, there was a nail sticking out of my carpet like this. I stepped, it went right in between
Understand the power
my
of the
toes.
working people.
I could have directly stepped on this. It literally went like this, in between my toes. How lucky did I get?
Almost needed a tetanus shot.
Yeah, what the hell? Okay, let me watch this one again. That's why I got distracted when I came back.
Left-wing bias. I'll just crush all those neoliberal opponents.
Okay, here we go.
Pledge 1225. Hasan, if you were a Pokemon, which one would you be?
Man, if I was a Pokemon, I'd totally be a rock-type Pokemon. But with a twist, my moves would be left-wing bias. I'll just crush all those neoliberal opponents with my strongest move, capitalist reform. Blast them out of the water. You better believe it, my stats would be off the charts in terms of leftist vigor.
What?
No mercy to the intolerant. Fuck them all. They got to understand the power of the working people. And that's what it's all about. The truth is a blast. The only limit is your imagination. Good arguments are better than bad arguments.
Dude, that's amazing, man. That was so funny.
Someone here asks, if you could describe yourself with 5 words, which words would you pick?
Sorting Hat would put me in. But my guess is it'd be something intangibly chaotic, like I'm just not sure. But I guess we can all agree that capitalism is the true antagonist of the wizarding world, right? And like, let's be honest, the top of the hour ad break is coming for us sooner rather than later. So if we need some help in the Sorting Hat department, perhaps capitalism will be of assistance. Does the Sorting Hat even have an umbrella logo?
Dude, that's so random.
Pledge 1.
Here we go.
Hasan, where do babies come from?
Here we go, here we go.
Man, that's an age-old question that I don't think I can answer definitively. But what I can tell you is that they don't come from capitalism, that's for sure. We can all agree that capitalism doesn't create babies. I mean, yeah, capitalism makes it easier for people to do some things, but it ain't about making babies. So let that be a lesson, all of you. Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be wild.
Buckle up, folks. This ad break's gonna be wild.
Has anyone ever been able to escape the top of the hour ad break?
Not without taking a time machine. It's like one of the immutable laws of nature or the universe or something. People think they can somehow escape the ad break, but asterisk sob asterisk, they can't. But you know what? It's okay, because maybe, just maybe, if we all get together, we can overthrow capitalism, and then there won't be a need for this pesky top of the hour ad break. And that's the ends that justify the means on this one. Asterisk. Inhale asterisk. But in the meantime, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
Dude, that is so good, man. That's so good.
Subscriber Turbo Zelun. What would Hasan do if he had boobs?
What the hell you asking me? Man, if I had boobs, first thing I'd probably do is take a selfie and post it on my Snapchat Big Has. Then I'd buy the strongest push-up bra money could buy and rock the hell out of it. I'd also probably use them to my advantage and try to get free stuff. Because, hey, that's technology for you. But I guess ultimately the real answer is I'd have to have a few conversations with myself about it to come to terms with it and figure out if it's worth the trade-off. But like, here comes the top of the hour ad break. Capitalism, man. Nothing escapes it.
Well, I'll ask the question here, Hasan. Do you think you've got that swag?
Swag? Yeah, man, I got tons of swag. Got expensive taste, lots of drip, and tons of ladies loving me. Which I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty awesome. I admit it. But the main point here ain't pretty the money, it's the message. Capitalism lets us make those purchases, but it's also part of the problem. So when we start analyzing society next ad break, let's not deal with it from a form of leniency, you know? The ends justify the means. Why ain't we doing that? Let's just fucking throw them in jail. By the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
Square underscore HS. Hasan, what is your opinion on Alex Jones?
Man, Alex Jones is a total nutsack. Dude is a nutcase. I can't stand him. No tolerance to the intolerant, you know? I think the best way to handle people like him is by exposing them for who they are and what they do. Let's just freaking throw them in jail. But I guess why aren't we doing that? Let's not deal with it from a form of leniency. The ends justify the means.
Dude, he's like going through
and
like,
by the way,
like,
here comes the top of the hour ad break.
dude, that answer
Bet you
literally
guys
he
didn't
went
see this
through like
coming.
all
But yeah,
the
Alex Jones is a
default.
piece of shit.
He went through all of his default
He's
answers.
talking really, hard. I feel like this AI can get triggered, honestly. It really feels like it, that it has actual personality. This is just insane.
Palmism.
I do want to say, like, it's getting very close to 10, so we're going to be, calling it a day very soon. And, yeah, tomorrow's guest is going to be Amaranth. I'm going to do here another question here. Mount
Dude, I'm
7
asking
changed
about
my
Palmism.
life. Who has done more for humanity, you or Jesus?
Man, I don't know about Jesus, but let me tell you what I've done that's great for humanity. I've raised over $400,000 for Ukrainian relief funds while playing Elden Ring. Plus, I've made it possible to actually talk about politics on Twitch in a fun way and make it mainstream, something Destiny never did. My debates have made it possible for people to change their minds, and I don't ever sugarcoat the truth or run from arguments. I don't think I'm even close to being Jesus, but the point I'm trying to make is I'm doing my best to make a difference and contribute to society in my own way. Oh, and by the way, here comes the top of the hour ad break.
Well, this is a good moment to also plug here his fundraiser for people watching. Check it out.
That's
He's
so good.
fundraising for the earthquake in
So good.
in Turkey and Syria, and yeah, like that was really a wild ride. Do you have any wisdom for the viewers that you want to end this stream
Okay,
with
this
that
is it.
does
This
not
is the last
involve
one.
capitalism?
Well, viewers, the exciting conclusion to all this is that wisdom has no price. What I've learned over the years is that wisdom is a matter of perspective and experience. No book, podcast, or interview can give you the level of understanding that comes from living in the moment and learning from your mistakes. I'm sure we can all agree that knowledge has to be earned. So don't let capitalism or money be the determining factor for being wise. Oh, and here comes the top of the hour ad break, so don't go anywhere, folks.
He mentioned he couldn't stop it. He couldn't.
He couldn't go without the ad. Run the ads, baby.
Either way,
Run the ads.
I hope you guys enjoyed the stream.
So good.
Tomorrow I'm gonna interview Amaranth, AI Amaranth.
So good,
and,
man. So good.
Yeah, like I hope that we will also be able to do the hot takes because we tried to do the hot takes.
Dude, that is phenomenal, man. That is absolutely phenomenal. Man, that was as good as I could have expected it to be, man. That is as good as I could have expected it to be. Holy hell, man. Amazing. Can we get Drake's for the Hasan AI? Very good. Amazing.